Welcome to part 2 of how to shoot a pistol. We're going to be talking about sight picture and stance for firing a pistol today. Now if you look at this red circle here, imagine this is your target, and imagine you want to hit right here in the very center of this circle. Let's talk about where you will align your sights to hit that spot. If you imagine this is the front sight and this is the back sight, you're going to align your front sight dead center, top of it, right on the spot where you want to hit, and it's going to be exactly centered between your left rear sight and your right rear sight. Pull the trigger and your point of impact is going to be right here in the very center. That's really all we need to say about sight picture. Let's talk about stance. First, we're going to talk about a position called high compress ready. This video is geared towards fighting. It's not geared towards target shooting, which is why I'm talking about high compress ready here. Now, whenever you get into a fight, you're startled and you flinch. The first thing that happens is your body naturally moves to protect itself. Your shoulders come up, your head goes down, and so that's why high compress ready has the shoulders up and head down. Now the pistol is high in the chest area and compressed against the body, and it's pointing out, as you can see in this side view. It's pointing out. That's why we call it high compress ready. So before you shoot, this is where you want your pistol. For instance, if you were clearing this house, you would be walking in high compress ready. You wouldn't be walking with the pistol extended, because then someone could easily disarm you and take your pistol away from you. But here in high compress ready, you have the option of turning your body, maybe elbowing them or shouldering them, creating space, punching out, and then firing. It's just much harder to disarm someone when they're in high compress ready. So this is the position you should be starting your fight from should you get into some kind of a pistol fight. From high compress ready, we go to the isosceles stance. I believe this is the most natural stance for fighting. You see you have a shoulder width stance, maybe a little wider than shoulder width if that's what you feel comfortable with. Your knees are bent because in a fight your body will naturally lower its center of gravity. So here the knees are bent. Torso forward to absorb any recoil, because you want to hit multiple shots here, so you're going to want to have a torso forward, head down and into the sights. That way you have a straight on sight. Now you really can't see, but right here both eyes are open. That's because in a fight your vision's already going to narrow. So you want to try to train yourself to shoot with both eyes open. This is the isosceles stance. It's really good for fighting. Let's talk about the weaver stance. Eventually, you should learn both stances. I think in the beginning, you should really just practice the isosceles stance. I think the weaver stance has fallen out of favor with those who teach combat pistol. At least the classes I take, they don't teach the weaver stance. It's just not as natural as the isosceles stance. Weaver stance is actually great for target shooting, I think. You have your strong leg back, your weak leg forward, weak arm bent, strong arm is extended completely straight. That's the weaver stance. I don't believe this is great for fighting just because when you're naturally startled, you don't jump into the weaver stance. You do naturally jump into the isosceles stance, so why not train to fight from that stance? That's all I'm going to say about shooting, about stance for shooting, and about sight picture for shooting. I'll see you on video 3 when we talk about trigger pull.